is Big Al.
Well, good evening, everyone. Al Flowers here, along with my good friend Jeff Zapp in the co-pilot seat. It's Friday, baby, the 23rd of July, and we are happy to be here.
Happy Friday to you, brother.
It's like sitting on a tax sometimes, dealing with this melon, the software that we have for the video. That's okay. It's me. It's operator error. It's not. They could tune it up and make it a little nicer for us, but hey, you got to roll with it.
Yeah. Roll with the punches.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, Big Al?
I don't know. It's Friday, man. Yeah. Sunny weekend ahead. It's going to be beautiful. I got softball rating day tomorrow. I got to go get rated. I haven't played. I had to take last year off. So in order to make it fair, it's like being picked last for dodgeball.
We'll take that big guy.
Yeah, you got to get out there and you got to swat a few balls, catch a few balls, run the bases, and all the managers that draft you sit up in the stands. Yeah. It's like the
scorecard,
Sun City Combine Day.
So what position do you normally, or what do you like to play?
Well, I like to play first. I always played first base. I'm not a big baseball guy, quite frankly. I played beer league softball, when I lived in Buffalo, and my wife played more softball than I did, quite frankly.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
And she's on a team or two, and she knows what she's doing. I don't. I know how to play the game,
right?
But the nuances of
well, softball's fun.
Yeah, well,
I'm not much of a baseball player.
I used to play Tuesday, Thursday, and that's serious. That's serious. It's like an industrial hockey league.
Yeah.
Like dudes are serious.
Yeah.
You got all kinds of, you got guys that used to play in college. You got guys that were the home run kings of New York playing, and dudes that, with jewelry that say number 44 on them. I mean, it's glory
Socks
days.
Pulled up to their knees, ready to go.
It's glory days, man. It's glory days. But I'll tell you, overall, it's a 95% friendly group out there. The guys are great. And the ladies, too, they can play. Ladies can lay it down. I mean, we have some playing on Tuesday, Thursday, some female players.
Okay.
And it was traditionally just a men's team. But, I mean, these ladies can do it up. They're studs. So
they have co-ed team as well?
Yeah. My wife plays in a co-ed. That's what this Saturday's team is, co-ed. They try to balance the talent out.
Okay.
Make sure that, there's not one like super team and rolling over everybody. I'm looking forward to it. I don't like the tryout thing. I'm not a big fan of all that kind of measuring people that are in their 60s to see how good they are physically. I mean, we all have our shortfalls.
Well, do they try to make it fair though, at least, so they have a kind of,
they have a 1 through 5, I guess, this Rubik's they use. I don't know. They have this matrix that they use to do this. I don't know. You'd have to ask a guy that lives it, There's some people that live up there. I mean, they just,
It's their,
Well, I mean, it's like a clubhouse up there.
Yeah. Well, for some people, it's golf or tennis. Or
right.
Badminton.
I don't take anything away from the guys, guys or girls. And before this Chinese virus hit, we would have, like, after every game, when the home team would bring the chow, so you would put a spread out there, and it was nice. I used to bring, like, the Polish food was a big hit, and I'd bring some Polish liqueur.
Party.
Yeah, get everybody all knockered up.
Who brought the beer?
Who's got the Klopnik? Who's got it? The big guy's got it. So, all systems are go today, folks. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're all around. Hey, new one on me today. I got called a communist. I thought that was perfect. I can.
Tell us about
it was
that.
It was on Facebook. It came through the back door. Somebody notified me, but the post had already been ripped down by the administrator. And
on the TalkOne radio page?
No, it wasn't on our page. It was on like this, what do they call it? Sun City residence page.
Oh, wow.
Without, no politics, please, and I made a couple errors, and I just, there's a politics page and a non-politics page. And I posted a few things to the non-politics page by mistake, and people are like, kick him off. Suspend him, burn him at the stake.
Signaling,
yeah, right.
You're in trouble, man.
Right. Run him out on the rail,
You want answers?
Tired feather. This guy restrict his pass, he should stay inside for the rest of the day. These people get really huffed up about it. So,
it's just serious
but
stuff.
somebody took it upon themselves to call me a communist. I am about the furthest thing from a communist, quite frankly. If you got to know me, you know this. But, of course, you're just going off your own talking points, and the Communist Manifesto called people names until they...
Marxist.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Yeah.
Put down the pipe, please.
Put down the pipe.
Yeah, you're right.
Put down the weed.
You're on the pipe a little too often for my taste, but that's okay. Call me anything but late for dinner, baby.
I thought somebody was posting on Facebook or something.
No, nothing like that. No, we usually get the the emails from 111111, South Carolina. at hotmail.com.
Right. Yeah.
That starts out with
looks familiar.
F you. Okay.
F asterisk.
Yeah. Well, they just too big, like Fordham
Capital,
University.
Bold-faced, italicized, exclamation times 10.
Yeah, 20 point.
Yeah. 20-point font. Yeah. I get the idea. I think you're trying to tell me you don't like me.
I don't know. Hey, listen, it doesn't bother me. Those things don't bother me so much. So call in. That's what I would say. Please just call in. Let's have some fun. If you want to call in, I'm not going to make you feel bad. I'd like to pick your brain and know why you think that everything around us is just hunky-dory. It's fabulous. You're happy to pay $3.06 for a gallon of regular unleaded.
How about that?
I want to know what makes, does that make any sense to you? Or if you have to do the high test, like my good friend, Jeff.
Maybe in, getting to the bottom of it, we can somehow cathartically expel or expose.
Right. We'll do some s'mores.
Maybe even sing a little kumbaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll never, I'll tell you what, we'll never shipwreck you.
No.
You're always welcome here. Any creed, any color, any persuasion, I'd be more than happy to have a conversation with you. And so would Jeff. That's just what it's all about, man. Is talking, is communicating. If you don't want to do it, and you shell up and you just continue to say, well, you're a bunch of ignorant rubes. That doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No, and I think, but to a lot of people's point, I think social media has enabled the behavior of which it's easier to hide behind a keyboard.
Yeah.
I'm not attacking anybody, but I think what we've seen over the last several years, people can type frantically.
Mm-hmm.
They're angry. It's an emotional issue.
Sure.
But we've lost the ability to have a great dialogue, to have a point, counterpoint, kind of a high school debate club or the collegiate debate. Yeah. Whatever it is. And I think it's important that people are able to vent their frustrations without hurling insults at somebody else.
Yeah.
We're not here to necessarily try to change somebody's mind. We're trying to speak the truth in all honesty, right?
Right. Exactly right. Well, I don't mind getting a little salty. If you get a little emotional, it's okay. It's all right. I do too.
We've got thick skin, but still it does hurt when somebody attacks you personally, calls you a Nazi or a communist or right-wing conspiracy theorist.
I'm over it already, though. You see.
Yeah. Hey.
I will be sleeping okay tonight. Because I got a big day tomorrow. I'm playing softball and I'm getting evaluated.
You're gonna be graded.
Yeah. I hope there's no communists up there.
I was trying to look at your shirt, man.
I'm down with it.
It looks great, man.
I'm a DD 214 alumni, brother.
Yeah.
As well as you are.
Yes, sir.
Like I'm a years served, Army time. I put the old 67
And
in.
speaking of DD-214s and military service, and we're going to have a call tonight from someone.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm hoping that our good friends at Operation Patriot's FOB call, JR and his lovely wife, Stephanie, two of the hardest working people I know. They got their hands on the handles of a beautiful facility out in Ridgeland. Absolutely fabulous. They'll be calling with some upcoming information for everyone to check out. There's a big announcement coming. I'm not going to say a word about it. I've sworn to secrecy. And I know that that cat knows a million ways to kill me. So,
well, hopefully they'll call in.
Yeah,
that'll be great.
About 7:30, they're calling in. So if you wanted to find out what's going on, what's happening, we just had a great day with them out at OpsFob at their facility in Ridgeland. If you want to know what that is, you can go to
opfob.org. Opfob.org.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to.
No, that's good. I wasn't sure if it was, written out Operation Patriots, FOP.org or OpsFob is good. Check them out. If you have a few shekels laying around, throw them their way. They are helping combat veterans make the transition and find a little relief from the stresses that dance around in their minds in the dark way. So they're doing great work out there. Let me tell you that the people are hardest working people I know. I'll tell you that they're God inspired and they're so positive. You can't help but like them immediately. And we are fortunate to have made that connection through the Heroes program, I guess, is where we first heard of them.
Right.
It's
Don Ryan Center for Innovation,
right.
DRCI.
Brad Burnett clued me in and said, you got to go check these people out. So we did. We had a nice day. And then, Linda and I went out, took us on the tour. You guys didn't get a chance to get on a tour.
I didn't go on the tour, but there's 278 acres out there at OpFob.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And they're doing a good work. So,
yeah, a lot of the good, I don't know what else. I don't want to steal their thunder. They'll be on. They'll be on with us here shortly. But we did get some really cool permission to play a song for you tonight by Aaron Lewis. It's called "Am I the Only One?" And I think it's appropriate to play it. I will be doing that a bit later on. And let me see what else is happening. Biden slaps some sanctions on the heavy hitters over in Cuba like that. That's going to make a difference. Like, what are you going to do? No more caviar for you people over there. He's really cracking down.
Yeah. How's that southern border doing?
It's flushed. There's no more room. It's standing room only down there. Well, I just there's an article out that I read today in the Examiner that talks about, criticizes DHS and the CPP, the Border Patrol people,
right,
for not providing enough medical care to the people that are swamping over the border.
Mm-hmm.
There's limited resources. These people are working around the clock. They can't see everybody. They're trying to get everyone a quick, can you fog a mirror, ears, eyes, and nose, and cough, turn your head and cough thing.
Right.
And they're trying to get everybody that comes across that are intaked some type of physical, but it's just impossible. It is out of control down there. Only the politicians. Now, Republicans have gone down there and come back. You've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, granted, it wasn't on mainstream media because they don't want you to see this. But, our military, they're packing people into military transports and firing them all over the country. I mean, how are you going to vet anybody Their vid, huh?
Yeah. Hey, there we are again.
Okay. All right. Well, nobody
It's those
told.
gremlins.
Yeah.
Let's
Everything
not
was
have
fine.
this happen again tonight.
Everything was
There's nothing
fine.
that you're doing. Again, it's an attack. We're being hacked.
We're being hacked. I don't know. Yeah, by one of those 3-letter agencies. Like
That wouldn't surprise me.
somebody is really cares about this itty bitty talk show radio program that almost has 200,000 listeners nationwide on the radio, and the same amount of people watching us on God, Country, and Family TV.tv. You know, check us out. We're the real thing, my friends. We are on the roll, as they say. Not to get too big-headed about this whole thing, but we are gathering momentum. So maybe we are being looked at.
Nothing wrong with celebrating successes, and congratulations to you for you and Linda for everything that you've done over the past 3 years.
It's a whole package, brother. It's
I'm glad to be here, and it's neat to see the growth, and we continue to improve each show. So I'm excited to be here, see what God's going to do.
The cherry on the cake is coming next month, and that's going to be on the 17th, correct?
Yes, sir. That's a Tuesday.
Special show.
Just another one of the wonderful guests that have taken time out of their busy schedule to join us. And I'm talking about General Michael Flynn. We had previously scheduled with him, but he was his schedule. We had to change it as a result of some of the things that he's been working on. So if you follow him, you realize that he's into so many different things. And we gladly acknowledged that there was a request for a change and said, hope they could, reschedule us for the future. And they were just fantastic. So we will be having General Flynn on the program Tuesday, the 17th of August at 11 a.m. So we'll be doing a 10 to noon show, I think, that day. Is that what we're?
Yeah, 10 to noon, 17th of August.
So that'll be a special show, and still have a lot of other irons in the fire, so to speak, in terms of trying to bring some more folks on as well. So it's a really exciting time to be with TalkOne Radio. Those folks that are listening tonight would love to see what's on your mind this fun Friday. Make sure you call us in here in the station. The number 843-800-1492. And some of you are already commenting on the social media platforms as well. We're streaming live right now to Facebook and YouTube. And so we'd appreciate to see your comments, thoughts, questions, or concerns. Would love to hear from you.
Yeah, shoot us a little love there. Just hit a like button or even subscribe. It's not going to cost you anything, especially on the YouTube. They tend to demonetize us quite quickly, but I don't care about that. No, we're not going to try to get rich off of YouTube or anything like that. That's not our deal. But we're anxiously here they're talking about this Chinese virus again and the vaccine. Now they're talking about spritzing people.
What?
Wait,
rewind.
You get the nose spritz instead of the jab. The vaccine will go up your nose. Scientists are studying the benefits of intranasal vaccines and what makes them more potent than a shot in the arm. Handful of promising studies have revealed the effectiveness of intranasal vaccines in, get this, folks, mice, ferrets, hamsters, and non-human primates. I guess I couldn't find any human primates to work on, but non-human primates. So promising studies from the mice family and the ferrets and the hamsters. So could be making that big jump right to human beings next.
Well, did you see in Alabama where America's Frontline Doctors they filed a suit to immediately revoke emergency COVID vaccine use based on disturbing new mortality data? Did you read that?
No, I didn't see that. Where was that listed?
Excuse me. Well, they don't, they're kind of suppressed. America's Frontline. That's Dr. Simone Gold, by the way. I have a frog or something in my throat. So this was, today's Friday. So I guess it was probably Wednesday when they actually filed it. And a pretty impressive, you should be able to DuckDuckGo anything or on America's Frontline Doctors. But if you go to their website, excuse me, you can actually, it's americasfrontlinedoctors.org. You can see the full details of the lawsuit there. And it does an incredible job of laying everything out.
Right.
I'll be right back in a second here. So at any rate, that's kind of amazing, because when we first started out with this pandemic, we had, mask versus no mask. Remember the social distancing, going to Publix and you had to walk. Remember they had like one way
Yeah.
on the aisles. Remember that? The arrows.
Don't get caught swimming upstream there.
Oh my goodness. It was so funny.
Get the side eyes. You'll get
remember the side. Yeah. Someone look at you. What are you doing? You're going the wrong way. The virus only travels this way, not that way. Yeah. I mean, it was crazy. But I think it's, one of those things, whether it's now you take the jab or what'd you call the spritzer? Kind of a mist.
Intranasal vaccine.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it says here, immunologists say that it might offer better protection because they more closely resemble the way viruses naturally infect us through the mucous membranes of the nose and upper airways. Why don't you come up with chewing gum? How about a nice big piece of bubble gum?
Well, I think, to the American Frontline Doctors, what their suit is proposing or alleging, not proposing, alleging, is that because of these are still not FDA approved, and quote, the category in which they've been labeled within the mainstream media and all these other experts, the organizations, our departments within the federal government, they're not really vaccines. And then they go through and they step through masterfully what's really going on with this. And so the shots themselves, the mRNA, the whole purpose of that is to create a spike protein within your body, right? And
you got me, man. I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor either, but they just do a really nice job. If you haven't had a chance, go check it out. And I'm not going to argue for or against it. I think it's important that the more information comes out, and especially since most, for quite a while now, the mainstream media at least has been saying that, hey, we got to push for the jab, all the incentives that we've seen.
Yeah, right.
It still should be an individual choice. We've never seen anything like this in the history of our nation,
right?
In terms of trying to push for, these vaccinations. It just seems awkward, odd, different, right? Why would someone be offering like Vaximillions and everything else that we've talked about before on this show?
Well, I understand. Like,
from an emergency use authorization, again, it's not FDA approved. It hasn't been studied very long. And I just think it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the course of time.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Joe Biden is getting tired, as well as his group of right
enforcers,
the right protectors of America.
Yeah,
the brown shirts are getting restless.
Oh yeah,
and he is done with this tippy toe Vaximillions, PlayStation 5s. You can expect some tough talk coming up pretty soon, or he's going to start wagging this mask mandate again, and you can expect that, and you can expect more terror talk, more Chicken Little stuff about the Lamba, and Tri-Delt, and Animal House, and all this other whatever you want to call it, deviants that are going to come after you and chase you down the street. Trust me, they will get every single American vaccinated. What, come hell or high water, I got that feeling. Whether you like it or not, they're coming for you. So you can say, I'm not doing it until they shut off your power, and say you're not getting power until you get the shot. Be reasonable. That's what they're going to say. Be reasonable.
Well, that's going to create some issues.
So I'm right. Well, there you go. But I think he is done with it. With the soft shoeing.
Well, I think it's even more important that people are pursuing litigation like America's Frontline Doctors then to prove this out, because whether or not they'll have any standing, the courts have pretty much failed us. We'll see what happens with that.
We'll see. I mean, that's where I don't have much
faith in the court system and judicial system.
Judicial
I mean, the whole 1-6 thing where we've got all those people still being detained haven't been charged.
Right.
There's been no armed or any insurrection with any of these. The first gentleman that was sentenced got 8 months in federal prison.
Right.
But it was trespassing, basically.
Yeah.
And interfering with the government.
With the Capitol Police.
Capitol Police. That's it.
Well, what about the girl that got shot in the neck?
No justice there.
Hey, what about that? Where's the Capitol Police officer that did that? Oh, I saw his hand. I saw his arm. I heard the shot go off, and then I saw the video of them trying to save this girl's life on the ground. Not going to happen. A shot in the neck is not a good place to get shot. A shot in the neck. And you know, like Jeff said, look, these people have been denied due process of the law. They've been in jail since what? January. Some have not even seen a lawyer. Some haven't seen their family, haven't been able to communicate. They're in the cell 23 hours a day, taken out to the solitary yard, which is a fenced-in area about the size of where you keep your garbage cans, and allowed to walk around out there, maybe with a basketball or something. You don't think that's wrong? I mean, why is that? Why is that? Joe Biden keeps telling this big story about how this was the biggest insurrection since the Civil War. What? Are you kidding me, right? Are you kidding me? They burned down Portland the summer before this. Burned it down. Attacked federal courthouses. Nobody said jack. I didn't hear anybody saying, we got to throw these people in jail and throw the key away. We'll get to them when we get to them. These insurrectionists, these filthy insurrectionists. Look, if they broke the law, cite them, try them, punish them, and let's move on. Everybody survived, and nobody got killed except for what's that lady's name? Ashley
Babbitt.
Yeah, she's the only one. Got shot right in the neck. Come on. Crime, trespassing, blaster. Can you imagine if the tables were turned and that was a Black Lives Matter operation, which I think it was on the front side of it. But I mean, if protesters from Black Lives Matter, Antifa were inside and a white officer shot a black Antifa woman in the neck.
Cities would be burning right now.
You don't have to be a genius to figure that one out. But no, nobody knows anything about anything. You know who I feel sorry for is the family of Ashley Babbitt. They are just demonized, minimized, and forgotten about. Their daughter died in our capital at the hands of law enforcement, and nobody's held accountable for that. Anybody want to know why? Anybody asking themselves why when you shut your eyes at night to go to sleep in your cozy bed? Her family doesn't get to do that. And it just makes me really sad. It makes me sad for their family, makes me sad for this country.
Yeah, especially, like you said, our rights. If you look at we as a nation, the due process, everything that you mentioned earlier, rights guaranteed under the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, they're being trampled on. They're being just taken away.
Like it was nothing. Like it was just a
just
yawn or a hiccup or
right in the shredder.
Right. Right. Oh boy. Before I get too far gone, let's take a quick break, Jeff, and we'll be right back, folks. Thanks for staying with us. You're listening to TalkOne Radio.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulating mind, body, and soul. Find out more about how you or your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com or call 843-612-0700.
Are you tired of market losses and fees associated with the stock market? Would you like to be able to watch your money grow without the risk of any losses? Successful Seniors can help you secure your retirement income. There are no monopolies on good ideas, and in today's financial environment, it is important to get a second opinion and find out what prudent and informed investors are doing with their money. Call toll-free 833-814-0115 or email Doug at dougfair1@msn.com for a no-cost appointment.
Attention active military, exiting military, veterans, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Do you have a business idea but need a little help getting it off the ground? Well, the Don Ryan Center for Innovation in Bluffton can help. Their Heroes program provides experienced guidance from mentors and business professionals to help launch and grow your business. Contact Brad Barnett, Heroes Program Director, at 843-540-7039 or visit their website at donryancenter.com.
No time for fitness? Unsure of what to do when you walk into the gym? The eFit Club uses eGym and Matrix technology combined with personal training to easily guide you through your workout. It's the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to improve your health. The eFit Club is suitable for all adults, and our members are reporting amazing results. The eFit Club is located in Bluffton at the Belfair Town Village Shopping Center. Mention Alan or Roman of TalkOne Radio, and you'll receive a special discounted membership. It's your time to get fit. Change your fitness, change your life.
Looking for a barbershop with a traditional feel? Well, look no further. Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop is the Low Country's place to receive a top quality haircut or straight razor shave. You'll enjoy a family environment where everyone is welcomed and the refreshments are on the house. Joe's is located at 23 Johnston Way in Bluffton and open 7 days a week. For old school service and quality, makes Joe's Classic Cuts Barbershop your go-to place for the finest haircut and shave in the Low Country. Call 843-757-5637 or visit www.joesclassiccuts.com today for your next appointment.
Hello, everybody. Jimmy here at Underground Burritos, your restaurant-inspired, taste-delivered, ready-to-heat meat burrito company. Also got them great, hot and ready. Hey, we moved locations this year over on May River Road, right here in the heart of Old Town Bluffton. Come give us a shout. Come pick up some great burritos. And hey, guys, look, we're teaming up with TalkOne Radio to bring you a great new radio show called Restaurant Talk. Look forward to hearing from you. Stop by. Have a great day.
Vineyard Memory Care Community assists those with memory loss to thrive through wellness-enhanced programs promoting independence and mobility while receiving the care and support they need. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you and enhance the quality of life for individuals with dementia while providing their loved ones peace of mind. Find out more about how your loved one can thrive at Vineyard. Email info@vineyardbluffton.com. Call today, 843-612-0700.
The only conservative talk radio where you are more important than the host. TalkOne Radio. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everywhere is freaks and Harris, dykes and fairies. Tell me where is sanity.
I like that song, so I have to dress it up a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a quiet one, but I do like that song 10 years after. All right. It's 7:36, and let's see where we're going to go with this show tonight.
Wherever you'd like to take us. There's plenty to talk about. My goodness, right?
Yeah. Let me I have to get over to our show notes. Pull those up. So take something off and let's go.
Well, being from Ohio originally, I got to throw this out there just to start the segment off. Did you see what the Indians did?
Oh my goodness.
Did you hear this, folks? Did you hear about this? What is going on with Major League Baseball, man? What is it gonna take? Cleveland's Major League Baseball team is changing its name from the Indians. That's right. The Cleveland Indians will now be known as the Cleveland Guardians. What? What is it gonna take, man? Oh, you can't make this stuff up.
What do you think about that, folks? I know there's a ton of baseball players that are listening to us. What do you think about that? Frank, if you're out there, you got to call in and give us your take on that.
Oh, I know the president certainly spoke up about it pretty quickly. He made a statement. Yeah.
What was he yapping about?
Let me see if I can find it. Basically, it says, can anybody believe that the Cleveland Indians, a storied and cherished baseball franchise since taking the name in 1915, are changing the name to the Guardians? Such a disgrace. I guarantee that the people who are most angry about it are the many Indians of our country. Wouldn't it be an honor to have a team named the Cleveland Indians? And wouldn't it be disrespectful to rip that name and logo off those jerseys? The people of Cleveland cannot be thrilled. And I, as a capital letters former baseball fan, cannot believe things such as this are happening. A small group of people with absolutely crazy ideas in politics is forcing these changes to destroy our culture and heritage. At some point, the people will not take it anymore! ! Point. I think that pretty much sums it up.
Major League Baseball, the Guardians. Now up for the Guardians.
Big Al, number 44, playing first base. Yeah. Stepping up with a 397
yeah.
ERA.
233 average, slugging 170. Slugging percentage. Oh my goodness.
I'm just going to leave it alone. We'd love to hear your comments, man. Especially we've got a lot of folks from Buckeye State down there.
Absolutely. Come on. Hey, just give us a shot. We know you're listening. We see the demographics. We know that people up in Cleveland are listening to us, and we love you for it. Call us and give us a shot. Tell us exactly what this is. There a tremor going through the was this a contest? Did somebody win a bicycle for naming this team the Guardians?
Well, it said in 2018 they phased out the Chief Wahoo logo. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
And then I noticed they started, and
I should have wore mine.
I still have the nice windbreaker and everything, man, with the
Wahoo.
Oh, right on the front. Yeah. Big old Chief Wahoo.
I'm wearing mine.
I mean, if you grew up in Cleveland or in Ohio and you were an Indians fan, I mean, that's just the way it is, right? The team continued to sell merchandise bearing the smiling red-faced Chief Wahoo, right? Team owner Paul Dolan said last summer's social unrest, listen to this, touched off by the killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis,
of course,
spurred his intention to change the ball club's name.
That got him, huh?
Dolan is expected to provide more details on the choice and background on the change at a news conference at Progressive Field before the Indians host the Tampa Bay Rays. This is from the Daily Mail. Cleveland has and always will be the most important part of our identity, Dolan said in a statement. Therefore, we wanted a name that strongly represents the pride, resiliency, and loyalty of Clevelanders. Guardians reflects those attributes that define us.
Thank you, I don't like that name, Browns.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of that name immediately. And that Cavalier thing, forget it. I want all those names changed. I'm absolutely insulted and diminished by those names, those sports teams.
I'm sure a lot of people are shaking their heads in disgust.
What about the Washington, dare I say, Redskins? What are they going to be called? Not the Washington team, right?
I honestly don't know. And the way I feel about professional sports anymore, and I know you love hockey, I really could care. I could not care less, meaning if they just fall away, nobody goes to their venues anymore, then fine.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think would be better off as a nation. Maybe people would actually study a trade or learn a little bit more.
Read a book,
apply themselves.
Right.
Versus just saying, hey, I get paid millions of dollars to throw a baseball.
So
good for you.
let me tell you something.
What are you going to do after you reach age 40?
Let me ask some of these rabid NFL fans. How do you feel about paying for that PSL? Just you're paying a license to sit in a seat that you pay for. Now you're going to have to sit through the Black National Anthem, which I'm sure is going to be played before our national anthem, the USA National Anthem. I hope you go bankrupt, quite frankly. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're taking away from your family by spending money on tickets to these idiots' games. And you could go on a great vacation with the money that you're spending on sports tickets. Forget about these guys. They don't care about you.
Well, the players were, I saw an article today. They were saying, we can't do this anymore about the COVID strategies, the testing and all that stuff. Did you see that?
No, I love it.
Well, I do too. I mean, I think, again, what we're just describing is this asinine approach to, what we're virtue signaling. So we've got to change the name of a team. Come on.
Yeah.
It's a sports team.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a little history. Maybe you didn't know this. Guardians is the fifth name in the franchise history, by the way. Joining the Blues in 1901, Broncos 1902, Naps 1903 to 1914, and the Indians from 1915. Wow. Other major sports organizations, including the Kansas City Chiefs, Chicago Blackhawks, and Atlanta Braves, which all use similar logos depicting Native Indians, have insisted a name change is not in their plans.
What?
Good for you.
I think that's outrageous. I want all these names changed immediately, if not sooner. I am fed up with these people taking advantage of the Bills, the Dolphins, the poor Dolphins.
Where's PETA?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. The Buccaneers, those Buccaneers. I mean, it's no wonder you never hear about them anymore.
Right.
Well, pirates of the Caribbean. Cardinals. Surprised they're not on the endangered species list.
Oh boy, that's about how
Seahawks.
whacked it is.
This has got to stop. Yep.
It's
well, I'll
like
tell you what. How about we
intertwined.
do this? We take everybody that plays professional sports, and we give. That's how we pay for all these kids that want their college paid for free. There you go, Joe. I just gave you a little secret there.
Well, Joe just wants to, say, we'll cancel the debt.
I love that.
Just, you know what? Let's just forgive those payments. Everything's free, man. That's one step closer to full on socialism, man.
You know what makes me laugh so hard is that he's on his way back over to the Ukraine next week.
Oh.
Guess what the topic of conversation is? Corruption.
How appropriate.
Yeah. He's probably over there going to vacuum the hotel room that he's staying in for any spare change.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't think I got it all. Hunter. His recent annex were like incredible to watch on and mainstream media doesn't carry him. You have to kind of like search for. I watch Australian news because they absolutely unleash on Joe Biden.
Let's hear about a few of those. Yeah.
I'll try to dig them up next break. I'll dig one up.
And give us an instance if not to put you on the spot, but what
this recent bumbling that Joe was, took like 40 seconds when he was standing in front of Don Lemon, where he says to him, you got vaccinated, haven't you? And Don goes, yeah. Well, there it is, folks. There it is. And he starts talking. Well, I'll put it all together. I can't do it right now. I didn't study it.
Oh, sorry to put you on the
No,
spot
that's
like
okay.
that. But that's there was this another.
I might
clip.
be able to find it. Right
there was
now.
a clip of something about he was saying 150 years he was.
Yeah, it sounds back when he was 150 years ago.
and I think Lori played it for me. Maybe it was yesterday, last night.
Man,
I was thinking he was joking, right? I mean, I hope he was. No, he wouldn't be serious, or maybe so.
I gotta go into it.
You know the thing.
The thing.
You know the thing.
The thing.
I don't know.
I'm going to track it down right now. I'm on it because it's Bizarro time. It's absolutely
the whole thing is Bizarro time. That's the issue here. It's like, who's really running the show here, man? Right? I mean, it's just craziness. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. That's for sure.
Yeah. Here we go. I'll just come laying right in here with this first class operation here.
Take your time. We're
just hunting for it.
It's Fun Friday. No one's gonna say anything. It's your show anyway. By the way, you're the captain, man. I'm just the first Friday. This is good. I guess I'm done watching baseball though. That's it for me. Not that I was ever really a huge fan, but I did like the Indians.
Okay, this here we go. Now I'm getting right in the wheelhouse here. Right in the wheelhouse. Here, I'm gonna just let this run, and then you can just enjoy yourself, folks. This is the Sky News from Australia, and they do they don't have any axe to grind with either party. They just
reporting. Hopefully,
they just do straight up reporting. So here we go. He's on full tilt right now.
Where is he going?
He's on full tilt, ladies and gentlemen.
It sounds like when we're off the rails here.
And this guy's got the nuclear codes. He's got the suitcase. Here we go.
This is the anchor, right?
Yeah. Let's see, what am I? These are people that are our allies.
I disagree with you on that one.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no doubt.
That ain't of the free world. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This kind of stuff is, I mean, and it goes on and on. I mean, I could pull this down all day long. We could spend the whole show just having a chuckle about this. But
someone's saying they're not hearing.
The
comments.
I got the same routine.
So I'm not sure why, but
sure. Well,
it's interesting to hear a different perspective, especially like you said. I haven't watched really. I need to check that out in Sky News and see, because it just gives you a different, an alternative viewpoint from the news. Because we know here, most of the news organizations, what they're telling you, just almost kind of reverse it, and you might find the truth, but you got to do your own digging. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. Twilight Zone, definitely.
I'll try to get this. Let's try this way. This is Jen Psaki. I mean, if you think that this is just kind of like a kid's game with this deal with Facebook censoring and reporting to these 3-letter agencies in the federal government for tracking purposes, we should listen to what she has to say here. Be right up here in a sec. Okay, the clearest thing that I want you to get out of that is that they are tracking and earmarking posts. And actually, they're going even deeper than that into SMS messaging. So there's allegedly these 12 poor Americans they've been, spray painted red, and they're probably going to get a visit from their local federal employee pretty soon concerning these posts that they've been making. Information that in a free society, you're able to make up your own mind as to what the truth is and what science that you're going to believe. But in this case, the Biden administration wants you to believe only their science. That's the only one. That is the truth.
And it's the ministry of truth.
The ministry of truth. And if you don't believe it, they're stacking a deck, folks. This is just page 1, where they're manipulating the social media giants and, guys like, what's that? Zuckerberg and this other Twitter creepo billionaire. I forget what his name is, but they're being dragged along and, being good little Marxists, good little comrades, and handing over your post, my conversations, my messages, my SMSs. I tell you, it's pretty scary stuff. I don't trust any of them. And she admitted right there that she's tracking the government. She says, we are. She's a representative of the United States government. She's next to the president. We are tracking and reporting. I'll tell you, that doesn't get much clearer to me.
No, and I think Ben Stein had an article recently that elaborated on this. It says, "Goodbye, America. We no longer have a constitution." And what he lays out in the article is essentially what you said, is actually starting within the month before, the superpowers of the tech world, Google, YouTube, Amazon, Facebook, Yahoo, admitted to working with the Biden administration to suppress free speech.
Right.
He said for months now, the tech powers were watching and suppressing any dissident speech against the current administration. And he said in the opening paragraph, all this was thrown into the Ministry of Truth memory hole. And basically goes on and says everything. He says, there's just one big corporate government right now in charge. Goodbye, America. The GOP with 50 senators does nothing. The state legislatures, by far a majority that are GOP, and the spineless Supreme Court do nothing. So say goodbye to the greatest experiment in the history of the world. When the Constitutional Congress ended in the late 18th century, as Ben Franklin was walking out, an onlooker said, "What do we have, sir, a republic or a monarchy?" Franklin answered, "A republic, if you can keep it."
Right. Amen. Amen, brother. With that, we have JR and Stephanie from Ops Fob on the line. Let's jump right to them so we don't want to keep them on hold too long. JR, Stephanie, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm glad you could make it. Now we're doing great, man. We're happy that you could jump on board with us for a little while. We enjoyed our time out at the facility with you, and we enjoyed doing the interview. I hope you got the right one. I sent you the wrong one. Yeah, way to go. Use that freely with whatever way you want. What's going on at the, tell the people what's happening out there at Ops Fob these days. All right. Congratulations. And God bless you for that. I love that. Oh, that's fantastic. I love that new flagpole that you have. It's unbelievable. It looks wonderful, and you had a dedication and everything with that. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That is great. How do you keep track of all those volunteers? Do they just come and go, or is there any schedule that's laid out? Oh, that's all right, man. That's great. That's great. Is there any plans to, enclose that barn a bit and make it a little more, friendly to air conditioning and all that stuff, and maybe put a kitchen in there and all that? Are you guys still looking for electricians? Okay. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. What do you need out there? I mean, besides coin. I mean, what are you looking for? What kind of expertise are you looking for? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that you said something about you're going to start working with FBI, maybe in Bluffton PD. They're going to utilize some of your range. Is that still happening? Okay, that sounds great, man. That sounds great. I hope it brings you some coinage. Especially dealing with some of these outside agencies. They want to lease some space out there. That'll be, a bit of a gold mine. I don't know why we're.
Are you still there?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. We're having a bit of technical problems on the backside of
We've
this.
entered the twilight zone again.
Yeah, so okay.
Understood. Say no more.
Well,
Yeah.
that's so good. We don't mind that. We don't mind them in the background. Do you have any other big announcements to make tonight? Right. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, that sounds great, man. That sounds like a fabulous time. Jeff, you got anything?
No, that's just a great headliner, though. Mark Chestnut, that's an incredible country music star. So it's congratulations to you, and we're looking forward to hopefully getting a chance to come out and see you all there on that's a Friday, October 8th, correct?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, that sounds great. That sounds beautiful. Thanks so much for that.
Big news. Yeah.
Big
Thank you so much for
news.
joining us this
Yeah,
Friday night and giving us the
fantastic,
update.
man. You bet.
Anytime.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to talk to you both, and thanks. Good luck moving forward. If you need anything from us, please feel free to contact us. We'll be at your service. Take care, y'all. Okay, folks, I know that a lot of that didn't go out, and we're terribly sorry for that. But let me just recap for you. At the Operation Patriots FOP October 8th, they're having a huge country concert and celebration of with Mark Chestnut, right?
Yeah, Mark Chestnut as the headliner, the way I understood it.
Exactly. There's going to be a ton of other celebrities out there visiting. Tickets are not on sale yet. They will be October 8th. Mark the calendar right now. Get ready. For the veterans and combat vets that are selected for this program, it's going to be a 5-day experience. And you can't ask for anything better than that. And believe me, JR and Stephanie, they're doing a hell of a job out there. And this is going to be, I think, just the lift that moves the boulder down the hill. It's going to snowball from there. It's going to be full out. So October 8th, if you want to go, there's VIP tickets available. Hey, they're not going to be cheap, but this is you're talking about a nonprofit organization that helps our heroes adjust back to normal life, basically, and gives them a bit of peace of mind and some camaraderie, some friendship, some brotherhood. It's the total package. We'll be right back after these messages.
Vineyard Assisted Living is a nurturing community with customized care, programming, and amenities that aim to engage and inspire. At Vineyard, we don't just care for you, we care about you, which is why we personalize our programming and care levels to each resident's passions and needs, stimulate